Tune in to Overcomers TV on your favorite app or streaming platform. It's time to overcome.
Okay, when I first got affiliated with Miami Rescue Mission, it was 2015. I had been a drug addict for 35 years. I lost my mother and father in 2015, the Thanksgiving intake for the Miami Rescue Mission. When I lost my father in March, I lost my mother in July or June. It was 4 months apart. And after my father died, I attempted suicide the second time. When my mother died, my father died, I attempted suicide, and when my father died, I attempted suicide, 2 suicide attempts. And then I ended up coming to Miami Rescue Mission, and I was able to insert myself into Miami Rescue Mission then, because I begged them that I needed help. I needed help to change my life. So that's what I did. I came to Miami Rescue Mission to change my life. The Miami Rescue Mission is very good at helping people. Right now in the Miami Rescue Mission, my role as far as in the ministry, every Monday morning when we come to work, I do morning prayer. I share morning prayer with the whole center, the central office, and also Women's Center. And also I do Wednesday morning services, which is devotion, which I share with the clients every morning to make sure that in the morning time, after they get their basic food as a nutrition, I give them the food for the Word of God after the breakfast in the morning. And the Miami Rescue Mission is basically in order to be able to make sure that people get the help they need. We use this thing called putting it half and half. It's practicality mixed with spirituality. And that's the only way I feel that this mission can work right, is to not only be as far as great Christian, but make sure to make real life situation with Christian work. Well, the Miami Rescue Mission is that nobody is homeless. And also, it is also that nobody is sick and suffering and hurting. And it's basically working on helping people turn their lives around. It's been in existence for 100 years. If they've been doing this for 100 years and they're still in existence and they're still doing a successful trade, then it has to be that they're doing something right. So through this ministry, so many lives have been changed. So many people have been saved. And there's many more people that need to be saved and many more people that will be saved through this Miami Rescue Mission. Oh, Miami Rescue Mission does that in many ways. It does that through going through the dorm, the bed prayer. It goes through that through the evangelist that's going on the streets and helping with the homeless people. Also, it does that by having churches from all kind of denominations come in and do services every 7 o'clock every night in the chapel. Also, it does the miracle work as far as doing for the meals a month, and you do have the ladies are doing things with the ministry also. Also, we have a lot of things to go with and doing like with living arts, as far as getting people to go out and go to other churches and to share the gospel. Oh, we have a program which is called Alpha Class. It's a 16-week program, which we call 16-week boot camp. It's like 16 weeks, but it's like the equivalent of 2 years of Bible college crammed into 16 weeks, where we show and we help guys to try to learn how to be disciples of Christ and how to work with the Book of God. They learn how to get closer to God, and they go through the steps. They go through the steps as far as going through different steps going through the Alpha Class, which they also at the end of the Alpha Class they get a chance. I don't know if they do it anymore, but they get a chance to, at the end of the Alpha Class, be able to carry the cross. We go out on the block, go out on the street, and we have each guy in the Alpha Class carry the cross in order to symbolize that they're seeing and feeling the example that Jesus went through when he died on the cross and when he carried the cross. Well, there's many ways you can get people who can get involved with Caring Place. Volunteer is one of them. You come in, volunteer, and the education center, you can volunteer in the kitchen, you can volunteer at the barn, volunteer in donation. Also, we have different kind of ways people get involved. We have donors. donors that donate computers, donors that get involved in donating money, because it's true that we can basically believe and lean on the help of God, but also we need money also to be able to keep this ministry going. Because there's certain things and there's so many things that we need to do and we need to have in order to help people out. Yeah, it is. Ms. Berman always said this is God's battleground. And being that, we have to definitely be able to work in a vigilant prayer session. We have to be able to make sure that every client has a Bible, which is their sword, to be able to read the Word of God and be able to study the Word of God. Also, we also have to be able to discipline ourselves and all of that. That's why we have rules and regulations here. It's not basically to keep people in line or to keep them controlled. What it is teaching them to learn how to be a better man, how to discipline themselves, how to work in how to walk in the Word of Christ, and how to change their lives. Because it's so many rules that are going on the outside. So what they're doing, they're practicing those rules in here. Simple rules that will help them get by the rules that are harder out there in society. So this ministry is basically building a man up. Those who are coming in broken and lost, they come in all tore up and they end up being built. They come in here and they find a foundation. They found a foundation, and what God does, he got their house up and he tear their house down. But what he does, he build them up again. And he build them up to be better, a better man, a better woman, or we even have an education center to be a better child. So this ministry helps out in many ways. Oh, we celebrated 100 years. As far as we had a celebration at the other campus. And also we had a graduation, which landed on the centennial year. We had a graduation for our graduates, and also during that, we had a celebration to rededicate the Miami Rescue Mission to the Jacobs. Because the Jacobs and the Brumans are the two families that made this mission keep going and be able to exist the way it is. I mean, 100 years, that's a long time, and that's a lot of success. Like I said before, 100 years, the Miami Rescue Mission has been doing so many things that no other program has done. They do so many things for so many people from all over. And if they're doing it for 100 years and being able to exist for 100 years, it's got to be something they're doing right. So we celebrated the centennial as far as having a food gathering. Also, we celebrated by having a special graduation for the graduates that we had here, and also by dedicating this building to the person that deserves it so much is the Jacobs. Oh, I do what I do. I tell people that I came here in 2015, tore up, broken, battered, lost, and I needed some help. So I came here to get myself straight. It took me 3 years to trust myself again. Like I said, I attempted to kill myself twice. And if I didn't come to this Miami Rescue Mission to get my life together and change my life, maybe if I go back out again unsuccessful, maybe the third time might be a charm. So I stayed here 3 years before I could trust myself to go out. So what I do, I keep coming here. As a staff member, I don't only look at it as a paycheck. I look at it as still working my program. I look at it as helping other people. Because when I help somebody else, I'm helping myself. And when I start to learn more, I start to help other people. And that's one thing about this mission. If I didn't have this job, to work with the mission, if I didn't come here every day of the week, if I didn't come here to share with people, I didn't use other people's lives to strengthen me, I probably right now would have been going back to my drug addict habits and would have probably been lost again. Well, also through this Miami Rescue Mission, the Miami Rescue Mission has saved my life so much, has done so much for me. When I came here, like I said, I don't think I told the story. I've been to prison. I was 35 years in the wilderness. I've been to prison 7 times, 2 suicide attempts. This is my 5th this is my 5th program. And I felt like if I didn't get it right this time, this would be the end of my line. I came here broken. And I came in here at an older age where nobody would ever think of getting themselves straight and coming to this mission and get it right. When I came in the Miami Rescue Mission, I did Alpha program. And when I did that, I said to Mr. King, Mr. King used to be the director of the Education Center. He said, Mr. Green, what do you want to do when you finish the Education Center? I said, I want to be the first one in my family to graduate from college. 2015, I walked the stage, the class of 2018 Miami-Dade Community College. I'm going to tell you, this is not what I did. This is what God had put in my life. Because these degrees that I got from college, it's not going to be when I leave here, God going to take it and give it to somebody else. But what I do, I use it as a tool to build myself. Last year, God blessed me to be able to graduate from the class of 2021 from Human Services. God had me to be able to graduate this year, my AA. Last year was my AS. This year was my AA. And God had been such a blessing in my life. He turned my life around to be able to help somebody else, to use my life to help somebody. He made me a student of FIU University. I am now a senior at FIU University, getting ready to graduate my bachelor's. All that I got through the Miami Rescue Mission. All that God has done for me. When it says that if you do God's work, God will do your work. And God has never let me down yet. It say now, God say he'll never leave you or forsake you. And I see that to be true. Because from step one, when I stepped in this program, I trusted God's judgment. I trusted God's path. I trusted that God would be able to change me. Because I tried everything else. Everything in life for 35 years I tried. It didn't work. After 35 years, I think it's time for me to stop trying and let God handle everything. So what I did, I gave the keys to God and let God drive. So this Miami Rescue Mission is a great place. The Miami Rescue Mission could save lives. I'm going to tell you why the Miami Rescue Mission is so successful in doing what they do. Look at me. I was a tore-up, crack smoker, alcoholic, thief, liar, and I come to Miami Rescue Mission and I left all that behind. And now, all I'm going to do now is live my life for somebody else.
Celebrate what Jesus is doing throughout the nation and rise up to answer his call on your life. To serve the poor, heal the broken, free the captives, and bring joy to those in need. Find hope, encouragement, and motivation through Overcomers TV. This inspiring network features everyday people and ministries across America who are putting God's love in action. Tune in to Overcomers TV on your favorite app or streaming platform. It's time to overcome.